What up, Bulls Nation? Peck here. We've got a live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up for y'all right around the corner. Bulls get the first win of the 6-game road trip in Utah, taking down the Jazz 111-97. Coby White leads them with 26 points, keeps that 20-point game streak alive at 9, plus some solid production from the young guys. We'll break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. I'm Peck, Bulls_Peck. That's Big Dave. Bow! Bow! BWL Sports. Will the Goat Gottlieb. Perfectly coiffed. Will_Gottlieb. And the queen of the controls, the one and only Katie Duffy. What up, Kate? Hey.
Hi.
CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Bet365, our new betting partner. Download the Bet365 app and use code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Big Dave. Bulls win.
Slap them. Bulls win. One more. Bulls win. One more because it's Utah. Bulls win. And then drop the bomb on their face. Victoire des Bulls. Bulls win.
Shout out to our guy, French Bulls fan. I see him hanging out in the comments.
What up, Clem?
What's going on, everybody in the comments? What up, Paul? What up, Lawrence? Force Within. Manny, Anthony, Andrew, thanks for hanging out. Hit that like button now so Katie doesn't bug you about it for the next hour. Throw us a super chat if you're feeling generous tonight.
Aggressive.
And kudos to you if you stayed up late to watch all of that one. Because, boy,
Oh, my God.
boy, what a display of NBA excellence that was between these two
basketball.
teams.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was, yeah.
Wow.
Utah's bad. They stink.
14 to go.
Yeah, their defense is horrifically bad and terrible.
The 30th ranked defensive rating in the NBA.
And they were still in this game. Like, that was a surprise.
And you want to know something, Dave?
To me.
Their offense might have been worse. As bad as their defense was, their offense might have been worse. Did you see there was one possession? I think it was Cody Williams just dribbling the ball up the court in transition.
Yeah.
Micah Potter, opposite wing, just getting to his spot in the corner. Cody Williams just throws it out of bounds.
Yep, I saw that.
Highest turnover percentage in the NBA, don't you know?
Oh, my
These
goodness.
very same Utah Jazz.
Oh, my
Yeah, they were
goodness.
bad, man. Like, the Bulls would do some things that were bad, and we'll get into them because
They also shot
one player I definitely want to discuss.
They also shot 21.5% on 42 jacks from three.
42 jacked up from three, jacked up a Mountain Dew. Oh,
I
man.
think I saw our pal Paul in the comments earlier on saying, see what the Jazz taking there down the stretch shows why it's a bad thing. I would disagree. I would say
I feel like it worked out well for
that
them.
tanking Jazz team tanked very successfully tonight and have been doing so on their now 10-game losing streak.
That's why you didn't see Lowry at all in the fourth quarter.
Dude, we talked to pregame about how he had 16 points in the first half of their loss to Toronto on Friday and then did not play in the second half.
Yeah.
Almost exactly the same thing tonight. I think he played a little bit of the third quarter, but basically was not heard from midway through the third on.
Yeah, man. Like, they knew what they were doing, and they're doing it very successfully and very well. They were bad. The Utah Jazz are a bad basketball team. Worst record in the NBA, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and it showed why they have that record for sure. The Bulls, but again, let me not crap on the Bulls because they won the game and they did play well. Several guys definitely played well for them. Leading again with Coby White. Once again, carrying the Bulls, leading them in scoring 26 points for the reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Hey-o.
I continue to say when we were watching that game, Matt, that one of the things that has really shined for him during this time is his play inside, because he's not just going inside. He's not just putting his head down and running through and saying, I'm getting to the lane and using my hair and all the other stuff. This is very strategic what he's doing. And as fast as Coby White is, you're watching him slow it down when he's just cross, step, fake, and then cross again, fake you up, and then hit you with a layup. His layup package has gotten so much better. His angles that he's taking, he understands these things now. And you see it all clicking for him when he's doing that. All the shooting's going to come with the package of Coby White. That's going to be there. But it's those things right there, because that leads to buckets inside and that leads to more opportunities at the foul line. If you're going inside, that means you're going to have to take some punishment and take some fouls and take some bumps. We saw some and ones from him tonight as well. He was going up against the trees like Walker Kessler, Texas Ranger, and he still was out there scoring and getting to the free throw line. Like, I was just really impressed at how he's doing it when he gets there, how he goes so fast and then goes so slow. And he takes his time, man. His basketball IQ is rising. Everything is coming up roses. Everything's coming up Millhouse for my man Coby White, man. He's playing great.
Lars in the comments agreeing with you. Coby's gotten a lot better at slowing it down. Exactly, Dave. Understanding the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, referencing his work inside, GOAT, as Dave just was, tonight a perfect example, because Coby was just 2 of 10 from downtown.
Yeah. But
7 of 9 inside the arc and 6 of 7 at the line, getting the work done elsewhere.
Beautiful stuff, man. Like, I'm just really proud of his growth, man. I really am. I'm really proud of his growth.
Yeah, I think the driving and just the aggression with that and the change of pace, like he's always been the kind of player that can like blow by a lot of guys in a straight line, or just like, you know, in transition, he can get out ahead and beat you downhill. But the fact that he is beating guys off the dribble, slowing down, changing paces, and just really being aggressive at the rim, I think has been a real sign of growth for Coby. And like, I think we have talked a lot on this show about like the Bulls needing to find a star player.
Yeah.
They're not going to be going anywhere without a star player. And I feel like between the 44-point game, between Eastern Conference Player of the Week, 8 or 9 straight games now, 9 straight games of 20 points or more, he's been just dominant offensively. And I know it's a smaller sample, and I know it's against a bunch of teams that aren't doing very well at this point in the year, but what he's doing, I think, is like the most positive growth that we've seen from him this year. I think it's showing like that there is another step that he can get to in his game. Because after last year, I mean, that was the kind of growth where it was like, okay, 5th year in the league, you break out. Maybe that's like who you are now and you can sustain that, but like, that's it. And now I feel like he's taking it up another level and showing like some actual star equity, which is insane for him and for this team.
Yeah. Like, well, you talked about it before. There's a difference between, you say on a bad team, somebody's got to score. Somebody's got to put the ball in the bucket. The difference with this is it is real legit NBA scoring that he's doing, and the way that he's doing it. He's not just the guy that's like, yo, I got the ball, I'm going to just go and I'm going to just get my numbers and it's going to look all crazy, and then I'm going to go 24-60, you know what I mean, from the field, and, you know, I'm going to throw up and I'm going to have 10 turnovers.
Shout out other
with
Coby.
It. Right.
Coby.
It's a whole, no, it's under control. And it's smart and it's aggressive and it's the IQ. You could just see it, man. Like, it is just dripping off the screen when you watch him do those things. And it's just really impressive. He has learned, like, he tried to draw a 3-point foul at half court. Like, he tried to do that at half court. That is some I've been studying at the school of Chris Paul stuff.
He's reading the game at a level that we have not seen before.
And I'm telling you, that is Chris Paul stuff. I said this to Matt last time. This is Chris Paul stuff this dude is doing as far as the fouls that he's taking and creating. You're watching these other players that are guarding him yelling at the referees, quite upset, saying, no, dude, he just flopping, he doing that. That's the school of Chris Paul right there. So Coby has definitely been a student, and he is learning, and I'm just enjoying it, watching, you know, it sprout, you know, these roots that it's doing for the Bulls right now.
It still bugs me that Chris Paul is a mentor of Coby's.
Really? I'm shocked.
Because it can't not. Because we all know that Chris Paul is a giant tool bag. Flopping around, whining all the time. Yeah, Chris Paul sucks. But in some ways, he's
angry mustache man, back
at it again. Savvy, very skilled, and very smart basketball player. And I do not mind at all that Coby has seemingly, you know, absorbed some of that knowledge from Chris Paul and any and all other older veteran teammates, vets around the league.
DeMar DeRozan, too.
There you go. That Coby is like, there's, you know, it's put in time, and he had some really interesting reflective comments after one of their games last week about the timeline of his growth in the NBA and how some guys who are, you know, high picks come in and start playing like stars right away, and he's had his own path, his different path, but it is noticeable between the work he's put into his handles and the part of it, it seems very real that he is understanding the game in a way that makes it slowed down for him now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's organizing that chaos, and harnessing it, because
right.
It's fire, and fire is very powerful, but it's even more powerful when you can actually harness it and learn how to use it. And it's like this, and I've said this before about him. It's like learning, your superpowers. He was just figuring it out, man. What can I do? How can I do it? And it's going to be nice, and it's going to be good that way. Well, guess what? You're going to need somebody to score inside. I thought that the best point, Matt, was you bringing up the fact he was 2 of 10 from
downtown, and still a solid night for Coby.
7 of 9 inside. Like, that says it all to you right there. Because, again, for the millionth time, we used to ask that question, when the shot's not falling, what can you do? How can you contribute? I'm not looking at him so much anymore as like the playmaker guy, as the guy that I need to do that for the Bulls, because I don't feel that's his comfort zone. And they have other guys that can do that. I mean, Alonzo is there, and a Giddey is there, and a Tre Jones, who we'll get into, is definitely there. But he is learning, man, on how to take over a basketball game and still have other people involved, but knowing to say, hey, man, this is my time. This dude can't guard me. Come set this screen. I'm about to get to the bucket with this little and then I'm going to lay it up on him, man. Like, I'm just happy when I watch him, bro, because I'm watching it work for him. You know how hard this dude works. You will probably know better than all of us how hard this dude works. And just watching it, man, and then the endurance, because it's the fourth quarter when he has to do these things. The endurance of him that has gotten so much better. Like, I'm just really proud of him, man.
And I want to give some credit to Billy too, because I think it's very easy for people to point the finger at him when things are not going well, but often forget to give him credit when things are going well. It's the same finger. Exactly. It's the same argument. Like, the players are performing well in the system. And I think Coby is like the perfect example of that. Giddey is a great one too, where, yeah, he's a great player. He's going to perform well in any system. We've seen him struggle in the past. We've seen him play well. But this system that the Bulls are running right now just seems to really cater to his skill set. Yeah. And everybody on this team, right? Like, Tre Jones is fantastic running and gunning like this. Kevin Huerter is getting all he can possibly eat, and it's working well for him. So I think the way that they're putting this team together, the synergy between, giving some credit to the front office here, and the coaching staff, the synergy between them right now of the way that they're getting players that can fit into a system that they want to play, that they believe can produce winning basketball, you're seeing the fruits of that.
Give credit where it's due, man.
I'm sorry. I blacked out for a second. Did you say credit to the front office?
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Give him a little credit. He's right. He's right.
Shake that off. You guys both mentioned Tre Jones. I do want to spend some time talking about him. A lot of love for Tre in the comments. Bryce saying Tre Jones reminds me a little of when we had DJ Augustine. Gio saying Tre Jones balling and will get his money. Ego being Tre Jones should re-sign with the Bulls. Yeah, a lot of love for Tre Jones in the comments. He has been great, and talking about Coby's efficiency inside tonight, because you know who else went 7 of 9 inside the arc?
Tell him.
It wasn't Vooch, big man. Parentheses. He went 1 of 9 inside the arc tonight.
That was a tough game for Vooch.
It was Tre Jones, who scored 18, dished out 12 assists, his first double-double as a Bull. But he, like Coby White, very efficient inside, and as you were just noting, Goat, getting the Bulls out in those transition opportunities all night. Let's put a pin in that, because I do want to keep talking about Tre Jones. We will do that on the other side of this break. While we're doing that, you know what to do. Hit that like button.
Hit the like button already.
I told you that Katie would yell at you if you didn't do it.
He did say this.
If you want to figure out who the goon of the night is, you better hit the freaking like button. CHGO Bulls post game tonight brought to you by our new friends at Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. New customers now get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5, win or lose. Sign up, use the code CHGO365, deposit $10 and place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses either way. And guess what? $150 in bonus bets just hit my new Bet365 account because I bet $5 that Tre Jones would score 15 or more points tonight.
Smart man.
Ka-ching! Even if I was wrong and he scored 14, I would have gotten the 150 in bonus bets either way. Also, it is a great time of year for all of you hoops junkies out there. With the Bet365 early payout offer, good for both NBA and college hoops, you're a winner if your team goes up by 20 points with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. Easy, easy winnings right there. Download the app. Use code CHGO365 when you sign up. Again, new customers get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose. Sign up and don't forget to use that promo code CHGO365. Deposit 10, place a bet for 5, get 150. It's that simple. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it is never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 and older if you or someone you know has a gambling problem. Crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
365. Matt?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, take a sip of that.
Oh, wow. It was just second nature.
Just reading your mind right there.
As soon as I finish an ad read, got to wet the vocal cords.
This is true, man. Got to wet the beak. And he's doing that, in such a refreshing way. He's doing that with Sam Adams American Light. Oh, it's delicious. It's tasty. It's awesome. And it's super smooth. And it's easy drinking. And drinking it is very easy. Light beer just got way better, y'all. Introducing Sam Adams American Light. It's clean, it's crisp, and it's super easy to drink. No gimmicks, no fluff, no woozies or wazies, ladies and gents. Both of them, not here. Sam Adams American Light is not your average light beer. It's brewed with 100% American-sourced ingredients from local independent farmers, which means it's light beer made right. Light beer should not feel like a compromise, man. It's an American classic that is so smooth, you'll want to crack open another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then one more after that. Responsibly. Because it's always Sam season, y'all. Light beer just got so much better. Grab some Sam Adams American Light. Give them the light.
Just give me the light.
Available right now at select Chicago retailers. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Yes, of course. Always drink responsibly. Kay just threw a good poll question in the comments.
Okay.
Obviously hit the like button first and foremost.
Yes.
But asking if people will be joining us at our hangout at the Wells Street Hooters here in Chicago on March 31st for Bulls versus OKC. We're going to be doing an extended length live pregame show from Hooters, hanging out.
Yeah.
Great deals on drinks. Delicious chicken wings.
Answering some questions?
Sure.
Talk to the GOAT.
Throw a little mailbag action with the crowd and having a wonderful time. Watch some Bulls hoops action together. No ticket needed. Just come hang out with us. We will be there doing a live pregame show an hour before the game and then watching that action while we take advantage of those incredible deals at Hooters. So hopefully we will see some of y'all there.
Can't wait to see some of y'all there. It's free.
Yes. Well, I mean, not the food and beverages that Hooters provides,
but showing up to see us.
Showing up is free.
Free 99.
And the deals on their food and drinks are really good.
Yeah, really, really good.
All right, so back to what we were saying. This Bulls backcourt duo having themselves another strong night of scoring inside and pushing the pace. We were talking a couple weeks ago as Josh Giddey was on a tear and Coby was doing his thing. Like, is this the Bulls' backcourt of the future? Like, we know Lonzo Ball is here, but we're talking younger pieces are Giddey and Coby backcourt. I'm not trying to trigger the Giddey hits out there, but
I'm not trying to trigger the Giddey.
Tre Jones is looking pretty good, and I've seen a lot of Bulls fans in the comments saying we got to keep Tre Jones.
Oh, never change.
And that's not a comment about Giddey. That's a comment about how well Tre Jones has played in these extended minutes while Giddey and Lonzo and Ayo have all been out.
He's been amazing. Like, he really has. They haven't missed a beat. He's making it very simple. And I wish I had a better term for this, Will, but he's kind of like shortening the game for them. Now, because when Giddey has it, Giddey creates out of the chaos because he's getting the ball, he's going to the paint, and we don't know what he's going to do. And the team kind of doesn't know. They're figuring out kind of when he's going to kick it out and pass it back. I told you he's the best passive back passer in the NBA. But he's a guy that is straight aggression, chaos. I'm going for it, putting my head down. I'm going to either get this foul or it's going to be a turnover or I'm going to score. And that's the way, or I'm going to pass it out and kick it out to somebody at the three-point line when I turn around and look. And it's worked very well. Tre Jones is a little different. When I say shorten the game, I mean it's a little more smoother when he's doing it. Like he attacks, but it's in a much like, okay, and he'll get you the ball. You'll forget, which is dangerous for him and not for guys like Patrick Williams. It's dangerous for him because you'll forget he's on the floor and where he's at because he's roaming. He's doing stuff like that. And he's always active. So that means he's going to be cutting to the lane, which is why Billy loves him because he's going to cut. He makes guys like Vucevic's job easier too because we saw Vucevic hit him with a back cut and he went in on a layup on Walker Kessler, Texas Ranger. I don't know how he went in, but he did. Yeah. Like it's not as chaotic as Giddey. And again, it's not a Giddey diss. It's just different styles of game. It's not as chaotic with it. It's much smoother, and he's getting out on that fast break, and he wants to play fast. And he gets that ball, and he wants to play fast. And he already knows where the ball is going once he gets it. He's not figuring it out as it gets closer. He knows it immediately. The one he did to Dalen Terry, to get Dalen Terry that dunk, he knew immediately it was going to and how and when it was going to Dalen Terry. And when he did it, he cleared out. He put a little on the defender, just a little, you know what I mean? Just a little, hey, you know, how you doing? How's life? Take that with you a little bit.
How you doing?
And then gave it, how you doing? And then Dalen dunked it on him, and he yelled with Dalen, which was awesome to see. I like the way he fits in with this team. I'm not saying that it's better or it's worse. I'm saying I like the fit. I like the fit of Josh Giddey with the team as well, because obviously it can work with those guys playing together because they were playing very well together when all of them were on the floor. So it's not one or the other. I'm just explaining the differences in how they run this team. And Josh Giddey is a little more, Tre Jones is a little more traditional in his style when he's doing it. And it's true to Billy Donovan's style of offense that he wants to see run. And like I said, since you forget he's on the floor, he will get those steals also defensively against you. He is an irritant on the defensive end, and he will get up in your jersey, especially when you're coming across that, when you come across the half court line. He's an irritant at that point, man. So I can't say enough good things about him. He's been really, really good. He's been awesome, and kudos to him, man. And I just think when a guy like Giddey gets back, I think it will also just help the team.
Yeah, he, I think, is doing really well within the system that we were talking about. You know, he's shooting 56% from the floor since joining the Bulls. His career high is 50.5%. Okay, his season or his career average is 48.5%. So he's shooting the ball way above his head. He already has more points as a Bull than he had as a Spur this year. In 28 games, he scored 123 points. 162 before he went 8 of 10 tonight for 18 points. So he continues to just play at a really high level. And I think part of why he's successful is that he's a really good decision maker. He plays fast. He gets downhill quickly. He gets off the ball. And he just keeps it moving. He's not someone that's going to like break you down and set the table and run pick and rolls and stuff like that. He can do that. But I think where he thrives is just attacking the middle of the paint and making a play and back cutting, like you said, and just making quick decisions, not having to like be overburdened with creating too much offense. I think that was probably the case a little bit in San Antonio, where you have some young players like Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson who want to create a little bit, but like they need someone to organize. I think his older brother Tyus is more of an organizer. Mm-hmm. He's a really smart player, but I think he really thrives in the system where he doesn't have to do the creating, but he can still leverage his smarts and his quick decision-making and his passing to make good plays. And then the back cutting, and he's just always getting these layups behind the defense where it's like, how did he just sneak behind you and finish over Walker Kessler? Yeah. He does it multiple times a game. So a really smart player. And I think the Bulls are in a good position now where they have good players on the roster. And we talked about this last game where it's like, they just were not in a position before where they were in where they can make decisions from a position of strength. Mm-hmm. And now if you've got real depth from a position, you can decide which players you want to keep. Who can you get the most for? Is it worth keeping all these guys if you can get them on good contracts? Mm-hmm. The Bulls are in a good position here with Tre Jones, even though he's an unrestricted free agent. I know a lot of people in the chat here want him to stick around, and I think that would be great. Obviously there's some cap mechanics that you got to jump through to make all that work, but they've definitely got a player in Tre Jones.
Yeah. Will he stay? I think we were asking that question last show. Will he stay on the Bulls wanting to pay him? Because if he keeps playing like this, other teams are taking notice, man, and he's going to play.
Gio in the comments proposing the this or that. Okay. Keep Tre Jones for $15 million a year, or keep Josh Giddey for $30 million a year.
Tre for 15.
I think they're going to do both of those things.
Yeah.
Why pick one when you could have both?
That's crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, the Bulls, I mean, we can maybe spend like an off day show looking at the Bulls cap sheet and like how much they can really afford to give these guys and what some of those contracts might look like. Tre Jones he's a good player, but he's probably not going to be like a starter for most teams. So you're looking at paying him backup point guard money.
Yes.
And that's going to be probably in the 10 to 15 range where he is now. And I think for a team where he's your primary backup and that's it, that would make a lot of sense. I could see a lot of teams being interested in that.
Absolutely.
If you're the Bulls, where you've got Ayo, you've got Lonzo now under contract, you've got Coby, you've got Giddey. Not all those guys play point guard in the traditional sense. A lot of them play together, but I think it's a little bit harder to justify. This guy's like the 5th guard on our depth chart. Are we really going to pay him mid-level exception money? And I think honestly, the answer should be yes right now. They've got to make some other moves to like clear out some space. Depends on what you give to Giddey, but I mean, he's playing too well to let him go for nothing.
So you think they should hold on to him? I
would hold on to him and then either trade him down the line or look to trade Lonzo like we talked about last time. Look to trade. They don't have to keep all those guys, but it's better to protect the assets so that you can then turn it into something than just let him go for nothing. And I think that's how you get yourself into a position of strength.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Interesting. Yes.
Interesting.
He's an interesting guy.
Our guy Connor in the comments saying Tre Jones plays free and fast. Don't have to worry about him catching and thinking. He just goes and makes good decisions.
There's a simplicity to his game. It really is.
Really
which is a good thing.
Yeah. Echo.
You know who else I thought made good decisions on the floor tonight, gentlemen?
It's great. Who was that? What's that?
The Rook.
Oh,
I thought Matas was playing some confident, smart basketball tonight.
Yes.
And I know you guys were talking a little bit on your show on Saturday that I was absent for, and Uncle Will was talking about it, like whether or not he's hit a rookie wall of sorts.
Lil Will.
We've seen his minutes kind of dwindle in this recent stretch of games. We've seen Billy have the short leash on him some more after his minutes started to grow. He's still been holding down his starting spot, which good. Let's not overthink this here, Bulls.
Yes.
But you know, we were talking a little bit in pregame, like, is this going to be an 18-minute night for Matas, or is it going to be a 30? Ended up being a 30-minute night for Matas, and I think it's because Billy saw that whatever he was doing out there, it was read and react in a way that didn't feel like the game was too fast for him. He was moving well off the ball. Yeah. He was catching and shooting when he had open looks. He was, the activity off the ball. When he came in out of nowhere on the baseline off of that one missed three from, I think it was Coby at the top of the key, hammered that home. Yeah. Like, he's so active, and it's just like sometimes, we were talking about it a little bit while we were watching the game, the confidence level in Matas. And had the confidence started to come down a little bit because of foul trouble, because of minutes shrinking, whatever, or just because he's a rookie who's drained 60-some games into an 82-game season for the first time in his life. There's a reason the phrase rookie wall exists. But I was really encouraged after a couple of kind of dud performances from Matas to see him out there, 17 points, 7 of 13, including 3 of 7 from the field, doing hard work, grabbing 9 boards, and it was a really silly turnover. He tried to pass it back up to Coby as Coby was coming across the half-court line. Miscommunication. But just that one turnover. I'll take that every night from Matas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was on a little bit of a cold stretch here. He was only 41% from the field after All-Star break, 23.7% from 3.
Yeah, cool.
So he was, I mean, I don't want to like say that he was saying this, but my interpretation of watching him was that, I mean, he said all the right things. His confidence, he's just always exuded that, I mean, he's a very confident guy, but I think the length of the season, the grind, the minutes he's played every game so far, I believe. It's got to be exhausting. And then not only that, you're finally getting into a place where you are playing and you're starting to miss some shots and things aren't going as well for you. And so I think it would be natural for him to not get down on himself or lose belief in his ability, but to just go through some tough times. As you guys are talking about the rookie wall, I mean, that's to me what it is. And so it was nice to see him kind of shake that a little bit. He had some really aggressive drives and finishes. Obviously, the jump shot is going to come and go. That's just that was always the scouting report on him, and he's gotten a lot better. But it's about the activity, the rebounding, offensive glass, getting to the basket, driving, and we saw a lot of that stuff today.
We got to shout out a couple more sponsors, so let's do that right now. We'll come back with more thoughts on tonight's game after that break. We got to touch on Pat, Vooch, yikes. Hit the like button while we share some words from our friends and sponsors.
Swag Rock.
Post game tonight brought to you by Sunnyside.
Sunnyside?
What is Sunnyside?
Tell
Well,
me.
Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary is your home for judgment-free cannabis shopping.
My home?
A place where all kinds of visitors are welcome. That includes you, Dave.
It does.
Your home.
Wow.
To explore, discover, and purchase a wide array of high-quality products.
Thank you, Sunnyside.
Sunnyside's got everything you need to elevate your springtime. Chicago, it was above 50 today. Thought about the Berks.
Thought it.
Held them off.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be dipped down in the low 40s as I walk to my car later tonight. What are some of the amazing features that make that Sunnyside product so great? It's a one-stop shop for all of your cannabis needs. It has an expertly curated menu with over 100 strains to choose from, plus easy online ordering and in-store pickup. Make your selections. Head on over to your local Sunnyside. You're in, you're out, you're on with your day. Sunnyside is Illinois' favorite dispensary with locations in the city, including locations at Wrigleyville and River North, to the far-reaching suburbs, even as far-reaching as Champaign. Shout out Illini. South Beloit, right up there in Ada Butter, and many, many more. If you're starting out, Sunnyside has expert guidance and brands that they know you'll love, like Good News and Mindy. Shout out to those Good News brunch gummies. I love them. If you're a pro, they still can help you out with, again, over 100 strains on the menu, new ones added daily, plus expertly curated wellness advisors staff picks collection. The best of the best of the best for the real cannabis brainiacs. Would you go to weed college? We know you'll love Cresco and Florical's incredible quality and consistent products. Visit Sunnyside.shop for bright buys every day, including 50% off your first 3 online purchases. Just put that promo code in, HICHGO, at checkout to qualify. Exclusions apply. Sunnyside Cannabis Dispensary, bright buys every day, only for 21 and over, and Illinois Med card holders.
You know, it's that time of year for that a lot of people dread. Tax season.
Oh, no.
Doing those taxes, getting it together can be annoying. Ow! Ah! I need to help get my money right and get it together. Well, something that'll help you do that.
Need a taxiotomy.
Oh, man. Something that'll help you do that. Here go your taxiotomy. It's Monarch Money. Finances can be messy and confusing. Monarch Money acts like your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control so you can stop earning and start growing. Hello, that is a bar. It's more than your average budgeting app, ladies and gentlemen. Monarch Money is a complete financial command center for you, for your accounts, investments, and your goals. Don't just manage your money, ladies and gents. Start building wealth with 50% off your first year. Damn. For all y'all listeners out there, 50% off. That's pretty good, man. That's not bad at all. That's something I need. How good is Monarch Money? What is it, Dave? I never even heard of it. Well, it was named the Wall Street Journal's best budgeting app of 2025. How about that? And it just started 2025. But guess what? It's tax season. They know your money need to be right. They said you the one. Wall Street, the top recommended personal finance app by users and experts with over 30,000 5-star reviews. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Monarch Money, y'all. Get control over your finances with Monarch Money. Use code CHGO at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with that code CHGO. Get your paper right with Monarch Money.
Woo! Money talks.
That's right.
And you know
Shout out to Darnell.
Shout out to Darnell. Rolling along CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Bet365. Never ordinary. Our guy, French Bulls fan, said Jerry clearly using Monarch. Well, he would be smart to do so. Probably use that promo code CHGO too, said French Bulls. You know what? Jerry's looking down a real primrose path right now. Because with this win tonight, stapled to a Miami Heat L.
Big one, too.
The Bulls now right there, even with the Miami Heat, and as Goat reminded us recently, owners of the tiebreaker against the Miami Heat. Ipso facto, the Bulls are now the 9th seed. After how many decades in the 10th seed this season? 2 decades? 3 decades? The Bulls spent 3 consecutive decades in that 10th seed. Lodged there very firmly and aggressively. Right where AK wants to be. But no, they are finally tonight, after decades, it seems, no longer the 10th seed. They are the 9th. And you know what that means, sweet Jerry boy? A home play-in tournament game. Yay! Yay! Who's ready for it? So happy. Let's all go. It'll be great. Bring the kids.
Oh God, I was.
Oh my God!
I was trying to figure out who I was going to vote for Goon of the Night, but I think that is.
Oh man, I just watched this dude break.
Oh my goodness!
You just watched
Dude,
a
Matt
full
just fully left the
break,
room.
ladies and gentlemen. That man needed to walk that one off, yo. Hey man, if y'all don't hit the thumb and the like button for that, all right, what are we doing? As Will would tell you, what are you doing?
What are we doing?
You hit the like button for that, all right? Give that man a virtual hug and hit that like button. Oh my God! Well, you brought back more weapons. Like we need football too. I don't know. You sure? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That was definitely the hardest I've ever laughed on this show. Oh man.
I don't trust him with this football right now. That's all I'm telling y'all. I don't trust this at all by any stretch. I don't trust this, man. Oh,
I just need something
like
to cradle, Dave.
I need something to hold. I feel better if you had a balloon to cradle like that. You can cradle a balloon.
Oh God,
that's something that you can put some stank behind. Toss that bad boy. Oh man, yeah, they are broken. Congratulations for you all being here for that. Watching that young man break, he literally had a day off.
He's either broken or he's been storing that one up for like 48
oh,
hours.
Man. Oh man. That was something. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
BR in the comments, and I bet 90% of Peck's discussions with his therapist revolve around the Bulls. You know what, y'all? Actually, it's 100% because this is my therapy.
Oh my God.
Dude, my face hurts from laughing. Like literally that was crazy.
All these tears in my eyes, yo. Oh man.
Can we replay that? I want to watch that. I want to see that. Can we clip that and play it again?
Tonight. There it is. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh man.
I mean, it is honestly insane that the Bulls could go through the season and the reward for it is like the 15th pick.
Okay. In the very early going, I think it was maybe when we were watching some Bulls preseason games, and they were looking interesting.
Yeah.
Fast moving offense, shooting a lot of threes.
Yeah.
And I sat in this very chair and said, look, if the Bulls are fun bad, cool.
Fun bad is all.
If they go too far from fun bad to fun mid and end up in the play-in tournament again, I will lose my goddamn mind. Go back and check the tape. I warned y'all that was going to happen.
First, Matt, I didn't doubt you for a second. I've been around you for a long time. I didn't doubt you for a second. I didn't know if the Bulls would be able to do this and get to this point at that point in the series. But I know you're a man of your word when you talk about
you didn't think the Bulls
insanity.
Had another 9th seed in them this year? You didn't think the Chicago freaking Bulls had one more trip to the play?
I wasn't 100% sure.
In them? Oh, man.
Wasn't 100% sure, man.
My biggest mistake this year was drinking the Kool-Aid at the start of the year and betting them to win 27 games, which is what their over-under was.
Yeah.
Because
that's your biggest mistake?
Because I thought that they were going to do the same thing and take a step back like they should have. But no. That was my big mistake.
I had them at 29.
I thought wrong. They are right back where they started, baby.
And was that win 29 tonight?
Yes, that was win 29 tonight with 14 to go.
Yep.
About 14
left. Got to finish 0-14 for me to be right. That's not good.
Matt, what was your number for jumping in the river?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll ask Emma.
Oh, man.
Do you want me? To end my life?
No, I just want you to jump in the river.
If I jump in the Chicago River, I ain't coming out.
Oh, this
Bulls team has driven me to madness, Katie.
Did you just not see it?
Madness.
The only thing they love more than the plane is driving you to madness.
Driving the mustache man mad. Yes, man. This is how villains are created. This is how it happens. This is how villains are created, y'all. Straight up. You keep doing things. You're like, how come nobody else is listening to me? And then you hear that thing in your brain that says, just gone. And out of there, and you get the joke.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the show like that.
Oh, dude, please. That was some of the best stuff ever.
Oh,
man.
This is how we get a therapy sponsor, okay? This is how we do
BetterHelp, where you at?
BetterHelp.
I think BetterHelp saw that. They would run away screaming. We can't help you. You're too far gone.
Oh, thank you, Sam Adams.
Scott,
for providing some calm.
That was the sports fan equivalent of passing a kidney stone.
Oh God.
I like that we had a segment on it, and then we're having a segment debriefing it.
Oh, man. Oh, he had to decompress. I love that he had to take a walk. That was the best part. That man had to take a walk. He just said, you know what? Nope. He felt it getting worse, and he had to take a walk.
It's because I had that 3-day cleanse.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was the first time in a while that I had a 3-day cleanse with the Bulls, and
felt nice.
They
brought you right back.
They dragged me back in, kicking and screaming.
Just when they thought I was out,
they pulled me back in.
Imagine what all we can learn by going and getting swept by a collective 120 points by Cleveland in the first round. This is why you go, people.
All right, let's play a quick game before we do Good of the Night.
Okay.
What would have to happen for you to feel like it was a successful season, assuming they made the playoffs? Like what would you feel satisfied with? What would you feel like wasn't a waste of time?
One of the most unexpected, insane, unscriptable runs to a championship in the history of sports.
Okay, so championship.
Yes.
Okay. If they somehow win 2 off of the Cavs in the first round, you would be pissed?
If they take 2 from Cleveland in the first round,
yeah,
I will still be mad about them going to the playoffs.
What if they beat Cleveland?
Earns you nothing. Oh, we fought hard. We're scraping. Cool. Who's your franchise player still? Do we have that answer?
How you do that?
No?
Scraping.
What if they won the first round? They knocked down. We believed the Cavs.
What's in that?
What if I go to park my car when I get home tonight and there's a unicorn in my parking spot? What then?
I'm just curious.
What if the unicorn speaks English to me and says, "Hey, Matt, the Bulls are going to draft me with the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft"?
Thank you, unicorn.
What kind of what ifs are we talking about here?
Then Matt wakes up in the drunk tank. Like, oh man,
wakes up in the drunk tank.
But there was a unicorn.
And unless everyone on the Cleveland Cavaliers is deported to a far off country between now and the first round starting.
Unicorn. This horse is a diabetic.
Get this man a beef.
Buttercup. It's Buttercup. Oh man.
I mean, not to make that much light of your question.
If they won a championship, you'd still be pissed that they didn't have a franchise player.
Dude,
it took them 7 games.
If this group somehow won the 2025 NBA championship, I would enjoy that time with y'all, and then I would hand in my resignation. Because you wouldn't be topping that.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's good stuff.
Well, what if miracles happen? The Bulls get upset. No, come on, no.
Okay, I got another one for you here.
Go ahead.
What if they, make it to the playoffs, they get swept, or they maybe win 1 game, whatever, but Matas goes off for 30, 40 points in each of those playoff games? Are we now happy?
Patrick Williams scored 20 in back-to-back playoff games against the Bucks.
Patrick Williams doesn't play a single minute, and Matas scores 30 or 40 points in every single playoff game.
No, we'll go just answer that question for me, because in that 5-game series lost to Milwaukee 3 years ago, Patrick Williams had himself a couple of 20-point nights in a playoff game.
But
Are any of us caring about that now as we sat and watched him get 5 points tonight?
No, but Matas is the rookie. I think that would be the difference of it.
Sure.
And you love Matas. You didn't love Patrick.
This is true.
Even still,
but he supported Patrick.
Patrick's playoff averages are 11.8 and 5.4. It's basically exactly the same.
Basically, just his regular career averages with probably another rebound.
Half of one. Oh God. He's not good. He's just not good. It's really that simple.
Jason Ashland saying, I mean, if you all don't like the play-in or playoff basketball, you can always go be a Wizards or Hornets fan. I'll tell you what, if the Wizards or Hornets are one of the teams cashing in on a Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe in a few months, yeah, I might rather be one. And play-in and playoffs, very different things.
Whole different beats, baby.
We got to knock out a couple more quick ads, then we'll come back. We'll find out who the goon of the night is.
Oh, man.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Who could it be?
So you can find out who the goon of the night is. And also hit the thumbs up button so I don't jump in the Chicago River. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Tonight's show brought to you by Mando. What makes Mando unique from other deodorants out there? It's a whole body deodorant. Safe to use anywhere on your body.
All of
your pits, your balls, your thigh folds, your belly buttons, your butt cracks, even your feet.
Be Twix.
I took a lap. Got myself a little sweated up. Got to use some Mando when I get home. Mando was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Choose from a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, my personal favorite, Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sport. Clinically proven to control body odor better than a shower and soap alone. 12 hours after a shower. Not fun fact here, gentlemen, but a fact. The average man's grundle odor level is a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
12 hours after a shower.
Okay.
With Mando, the average grundle odor, 0 out of 10.
What?
That's right.
Wow.
Check out Mando's starter pack, perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash, or deodorant wipes, plus free shipping. Shout out to those deodorant wipes. I use them on my camping trips. They are clutch. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive promo code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Just use promo code CHGO at shopmando.com. That's SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show. Tell them that we sent you there. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
And that means also shout out to my main man, Ray CDJR, ladies and gentlemen. Get more power during the Dodge Performance Days at Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now is your chance to get a great deal on your next vehicle. Head to Ray CDJR on Route 12 to choose from their huge inventory of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. And right now, lease the new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona for only $259 a month or get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus, shop over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000. You heard what I said. With a friendly team of brand experts, the team at Ray CDJR is here to help you during each step of your car shopping journey. Plus, since they prioritize affordability, you know you won't overpay for the vehicle that you need. And with Ray's Price Promise, y'all, you can shop confidently with no add-ons, no hidden fees, ever. The price you see is the price you pay. It's just that simple. Go check out our partner today to shop one of Chicagoland's largest inventories. Find the right new vehicle for yourself, then drive home happy. The team at Ray CDJR is the only one that we recommend. Don't miss out on Dodge Performance Days going on all month long for low lease and financing rates on a new 2024 Dodge Charger Vroom. For more information, visit Ray CDJR on Route 12 in Fox Lake or online at raycdjr.com. Why? Because they've been serving the community since 1963. 3 of them things. 1963.
Goat and Katie, I am going to blame you guys with those ridiculous what-if questions because now there's even more ridiculous what-if questions in the comments.
That sounds fair.
You're
Let's
welcome.
read a few.
Yeah, it's pretty
Sparta fair. X, what if we win 90% of our last 14 games and get the 6th or 7th seed?
Yeah. You know
what if? What if this? What if that?
Then they'll draft a very good player with the 16th or 17th pick.
See, I can't let Matt go down this road again. I'm going to need Katie to put her hand
please,
in and hit him on the backside of they left neck. Smack him, Katie, one time, would you please?
To beat a man, you got to beat the man now. I'm the man.
Woo! Empire Today presents Goon of the Night. Because all they do over at Empire Today is floors, no matter what. 580 to 300. Peck!
Empire
Today. Matt needed to sing.
Bulls are 8.5 games back of the 16th, by the way, with 14 to go.
Oh, hey, it could happen.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
No, that's what he's saying. There's also a chance for this Goon of the Night belt, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, some candidates. Let's hear who they will be. Let's start with Matt Peck.
You know what? Gotta give my Goon love to Dalen Terry tonight. I know he was a -7 off the bench, but he produced. He did Dalen energy things.
Yes.
That finish he had on that 2-on-1 fast break he had with Tre Jones.
Yes.
My God. I know you love that, Dave. That was incredible. And also some hilarious attempts at three-point shots. All in all, just like a really fun Dalen Terry game.
It was.
Watching the Bulls win another pointless one against a crap team obviously drove me to insanity, but at least I enjoyed watching Dalen do Dalen things.
Wasn't a far drive. Shout out to him. But yes, that is awesome. Dalen Terry was awesome tonight. He was definitely doing Dalen Terry things. Will Go Gottlieb, sir, who is your Goon of the Night?
You know, I came into tonight thinking that my Goon of the Night submission would go to Billy Donovan. The Bulls starters closed out the game despite being up 16.
Yes, they did.
With like 5-6 minutes left.
What'd you call it, Tibbsian?
It was Tibbsian. It was Tibbsian.
Never be too careful, Goat.
Lauri Markkanen didn't play the entire fourth quarter. Walker Kessler was out with 9 minutes to go.
Wow.
And yet the Bulls closed out with their starters on the court. I found that to be pretty goonly, but it was dwarfed in comparison. Dwarfed, I say.
Dwarfed, he says.
By that spectacularly epic rant from our pal, Matthew Peck.
That's him.
That was truly special stuff. It's what makes this show great.
Yeah.
It brought tears to my eyes. It's the hardest I've ever laughed on the show, and I've laughed a lot.
He does laugh.
I've laughed a lot.
He does.
That was the funniest thing I have ever seen on the show. That means my Good of the Night love goes to you, Matt.
Thank you, sir.
Well put. Well put. Catherine, please, your Goon of
we don't need to drag this out. It's Matt Peck. Like, that was just fucking ridiculous. Oh, excuse me. That was ridiculous. It was going to be Dalen Terry, but it's Matt Peck, the birthday boy. Thank you.
Shh.
No, it's too late.
It's too late. Well, here it is. It's nice. It's shined up. It looks real nice. Everybody wants it.
Shout out to Empire.
Because a lot of people deserve it. Yes.
And
shout out
Empire.
The wonderful, wonderful people at Empire, man. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. And this is to show the appreciation to the Goon of the Night. The Goon of the Night tonight goes to... It's Matthew Peck. Yeah, it is damn sure. Young Matthew Peck. You better believe it. You better believe it. Arise from the depths of Hades. His pain was felt. He articulated it to thy metal answers. Know how he feels. The rage is strong. The rage of 3 Zeuses. Matthew Peck.
The rage of 3 Zeuses. Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of rage. That's a lot of rage.
Give this back to you for that line.
You inspired the line, sir. You deserve it. You earned that. I know Matt does not like tremendous. To be like all that, hey, I want stuff. He doesn't like it when he gets it, but nah, bro. You did. You deserve this. Will is absolutely correct in this is why we do this. You and I definitely have had this discussion. Like, we would not be here if we couldn't do what we just saw right there. We would not be doing this show. Absolutely not. We needed that freedom and we needed that creativity control, sir, to be able to be us. And what you just saw was 100% him.
That was
Matt Peck, ladies
That
and
was
gents.
really, really real.
Yes, that was honest as they get. Sir, you have earned it. You are goon.
I cannot wait to watch that again.
Victoire de Bulls. Oh, I appreciate the goon love.
Yes.
I dedicate this victory out there to everyone in Bulls Nation who is sitting here all season long, like me, saying, what the hell are they doing? What are they doing? And look, no hate on Bulls fans who enjoyed tonight's win, who are excited about the play-in tournament for every year for the rest of our collective lives. No hate. Bulls fan, how you want a Bulls fan? I have always said that, and I will continue to always believe that.
You're wrong.
But for those of you out there in Bulls Nation who think like I think and have been driven to absolute madness, this Goon of the Night victory is for you. I love you all. I cherish you.
And also, why you should have won it, you made Katie snort 3 times.
3 snorts over here,
3
dude.
snorts.
My
Getting the
goodness,
Katie snort is
Could you imagine if Emma was here hanging out with us late night?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Would have been
7 snorts.
Snorts abounding.
Snort it up. Sarah's known to drop one, too. Like, man, snort it up. Oh, man, that was epic. That was good stuff, man. I loved every second of that. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all got to see that for your, like, first real. I've been watching that for years.
I mean, I've seen a lot of things.
You ain't been on, you know what I mean?
I haven't seen it like that before.
Yeah.
No, I've not been inside the belly of the beast.
We always talk about, like, when is that moment?
Yeah.
Everyone has that moment as a Bulls fan when the team just breaks you in the course of a season.
And you just become the Joker.
Yeah.
True.
Mine was the trade
I'm
deadline.
going to be standing in my bathroom mirror tonight before bed, just rubbing lipstick all over my face. Just like, all right, what's the plan? Gotham will pay tomorrow.
No shirt on. Just doing that, man.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Oh, man. That was good stuff, man.
That's about where I'm at.
That's where he is, man. That's where he is right now. Guess what? They got another game coming up.
Several more.
They got another one
15
coming
more.
up.
Bulls have a day off tomorrow, but then they got a back-to-back. Who do they play Wednesday, Thursday?
Phoenix and
then
Sacramento.
Kongs.
Yeah, Phoenix and the
The,
Kongs.
Speaking of which, that Bulls-Kings, DeMar and Zach reunion
Yes.
is NBA TV.
Oh.
So for those of you out there in Bulls Nation who just tune into our shows or listen to our pods and still haven't found your way to watching Bulls games because you can't,
Yeah.
it's a nationally televised game
Shout out.
against the Kongs.
Awesome. There it is. And also, even the Phoenix game, the brothers will reunite with Tre Jones and his brother. So that will be also a thing as well. Just like the Ball brothers reunion is what it will be out there. So that'll be fun to watch and check out too.
I will say, Domantas Sabonis left today's game early with a badly sprained ankle. He did not look good getting off the court, so not be surprised if he is out for that game. But
Hope he is okay.
DeMar and Zach should be.
AK is going to be trading for him any month now.
Yeah, I was thinking that the perfect trade would be Lonzo and Vooch for Sabonis.
Yeah.
So you have Lonzo, Zach,
The
DeMar, and
Sacramento
Vooch,
Bulls
and Keegan
and the
Murray.
Chicago Kongs.
Kongs.
That would be
Gosh, man.
perfection.
That would be it.
Speaking of, Sparta in comments saying, Vooch and P will break my heart every time they touch the ball, every time they keep shooting threes and let each other teams catch up. Look, Vooch and Pat collectively had a woof kind of night. They did.
Good God.
Vooch started 0 of 9.
He did.
Before finally knocking down a 3.
He did.
And then he kind of did some late game stat padding. He finished with a classic Vooch double-double.
He did.
10 and 10.
10 and 10.
On 3 of 15 from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Williams, 20 minutes off the bench. 5 points. 2 of 10. 0 of 3 from downtown.
Jesus.
6 big boy boards.
You know, I told
Only 2 turnovers.
I told Matt he's the only player I've seen airball a 3 and airball a layup in a game. I've never seen that before. Like I watched
Taylor came close.
So you're saying it's a
Taylor
rarity.
came
He
close.
came close, but no cigar. The big cigar went to young P. Willie. Like, my gosh, man, he's just an atrocity. He's really just been super bad, bad, bro. I don't. It doesn't feel good saying this, bro. Like, but this is what I talked about when I said it was a no excuse season. This is what I talked about, bro. So there's no excuse for this. There's no reasoning, no excuse, no anything. We watch him go up, with all this fighting power, and then when he gets the ball for a rebound, Matt, he forgets he has hands. And then his hands like, whoa, my hands disappeared into my jersey. Oh, these are my hands. Oh, God.
Oh, God. That's going to do it for those of you watching on our streaming services like Roku, Samsung TV Plus, those of you watching on Comcast Xfinity. If you want the bonus coverage, just head to allchgo.com. Sparta saying P. Will missed a 3. Jones
he airballed the 3.
Yeah. It was an air ball.
Yes.
Tre Jones got the offensive rebound, gave it right back to him, exact same spot. At that time, he hit the rim.
Yes, he did. That's exactly how it happened, Katie.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. I know we're running out of time, and maybe this is like a tomorrow question. What's up with Jalen Smith? Why is he in the doghouse? Like, you could have used another big tonight. You could have used more rim defense tonight, and he got a DNP. I
talked about that a little bit, that he was going to be the odd man out when Vooch came back. And he's going to be the odd man out. Billy is going to trust Zach Collins and obviously Vooch more. Zach Collins plays a style that fits better, I think, where Jalen Smith is more so pick and pop or pick and roll, and usually pick and pop because he's shooting a 3-point shot. But it's sometimes can be hit or miss. And with Zach Collins, I think he just likes the stability of Zach Collins. Even if Zach Collins gives you 5 points and 3 rebounds and 2 blocks, he just feels more comfortable with him in the game, especially during matchups with other bigs.
Yeah, which is why I have a hard time seeing them, even if they're in position to, draft a guy like Kaman Maluach, just because that's not really the type of center that they go for. They want somebody who can make plays a little bit more. And Collins had a rough night today, too. 0 of 6 from the field, did not score. And Vooch obviously 3 of 15 at a tough night for himself too. But they prefer to have centers that can make plays, make reads, and take some of that pressure off of the guards. Yeah. And to your point, Dave, I think Jalen Smith is just more of like a play finisher. He's a lob catcher or pick and pop guy, and there's a lot of value in that. Like that's a good skill to have. But I think just for what the Bulls want and the way that they run their offense, it probably makes a little bit more sense to have that extra facilitation out there.
Yeah, and the physicality, I think they want that also.
Which is, and it's like Collins only played 17 off the bench tonight, 17 minutes. But again, it seems like he has taken over ahead of Jalen Smith in that big man rotation. Now Vooch is back. It just begs the question, like, Vooch, are you sure that calf ain't still bugging you, buddy? Between the way he's playing and what's the point? Like, did you see what the Utah Jazz did tonight? And yes, I know that they got fined last week, but they're just flying in the face of it anyway. And it's like, do you think you're going to, rebuild or redeem some of Vooch's trade value that he may have had coming up to the deadline in these last 15 games over the home stretch?
Not if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Ding!
But it's hard to blame him. I mean, I think he should have been traded before. Like it's hard also to re-engage in this as the team goes a different direction. Everybody's out the door that you came in with. Like this is not, I know he signed up for it, but like, this is not the same team that he signed up to be a part of in a lot of ways. And, he's got to deal with that. Like that he's a professional. Billy mentioned that like a while ago of just like, he's got to play with who's out there and he's part of this team. He's got to be a part of this team. And I'm not saying he had like the worst game ever, but it was just a tough shooting night. And I think he has looked a little bit less engaged than I've seen him in the past. And I think, as the Bulls continue to climb the standings here and, get into a play-in situation, it would be hard to envision him not really locked in for that.
Yeah. Let's end with one of our regulars, one of our diehards, always in the comments, Connor, with this uplifting thought.
Come on.
P. Will looks like a guy who has accepted that he is not very good at basketball.
Yeah.
Accepted a $90 million contract.
That's awesome, right?
Woo!
That's what you want to hear.
Him.
Yeah. And guess what? As we wrap up post-game around 11:30 Central Time, tonight was the early one. Bulls back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday. Tips off 9 p.m. Central. So we'll be wrapping around 12:30 a.m. That's fun.
So if you think we were ridiculous tonight,
boom. Man.
There you go, Katie.
Just you wait.
And also, speaking of watching and talking about Chicago sports teams at ridiculous hours of the day and night, Shout out to our CHGO Cubs crew, because if you are an insomniac, if you are planning on staying up all night tonight, or if you are an early riser, catching this early in your morning routine, Cubs are out in Japan playing their openers.
Awesome.
Our CHGO Cubs crew will be here for a post-game show live starting around roughly 7 or 7:30 a.m. Chicago Central Time for those diehard Cubs fans out there.
Yeah, man.
And by
That's
the way,
crazy.
I have received information that at least 3 members of our staff are pulling all-nighters. So they're going to be, per sources, they're going to be real loopy and real silly.
Love that.
And that's going to be fun to watch. So tune in.
Oh.
Tell them to top my explosion.
The bar has been set, CHGO Cubs. Let's see if you can get there.
Until tomorrow's pod, we will have a live one for you, 5:30 Central. Follow Will the Goat. Read his stuff, allchgo.com. Become a diehard to read all of it, the very best of it. Follow Will _Gottlieb. Big Dave's a bow, BWL Sports. I'm Bulls _Peck. We are CHGO _Bulls. Shout out to the one and only queen of the controls. Looking good at green, Katie Dovey. Thank y'all for the love and the likes hanging out tonight. Also, shout out, we did have a super chat from our diehard Kimberly. Shout out to her. Thinking Chuck E. Cheese instead of Rage Room after seeing where Matt is. Not a bad idea, Kimberly. Not a bad idea. I still want Rage Room, though, in case that wasn't obvious.
Go get in the ball pit.
Yeah, there you go.
Go crazy, man.
We love you and appreciate you, Bulls Nation, no matter where you are on the spectrum. We'll talk to you tomorrow. See you, Red. Be good.
Love y'all, man. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.